Hey there, my Battlefield friends and fans! What do we have here? No, that's not Battlefield Hardline, that's Battlefield 4. And for those of you who may not have been very happy that I posted Battlefield Hardline videos, here you go! There's some Battlefield 4 right here for you. But if you're a true Battlefield fan, you obviously play both games equally, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do, even though it wasn't so easy for the first 8 months because I was really hooked on Battlefield Hardline. I could not get enough of it, and I played so much Battlefield 4 that I was just ready for a change, and it was a really nice welcome change. But you know, you can only play so much of the same game over and over and over, and the same maps over and over and over, and unless there are new DLCs, after a while you feel like you need a change. And thankfully Hardline always came out with a new DLC before I got bored. But yesterday, you know, after playing those 4 new maps of the Getaway DLC, I was like, oh my god, I mean, how many times can you play the 4 same maps over and over and over and over? And I was like, I'm kind of, you know, I played like maybe 2 hours of Hardline, and I was like, so now it's time to kind of go back to Battlefield 4 for another, you know, 1 hour, 2 hours, and play a couple of games. I actually played 3 games. I think I only played like 1.5 hours or something like that. And then it was time to go to bed. But the first thing I noticed when I was here, this is actually the first match being back from Hardline, I just really somehow had like a lag, and I don't know if you can call it a lag. It just felt like the graphics card in the Xbox One was just really struggling to keep up with the action here. There was just, I don't know, it felt weird. It just didn't run as smooth as Hardline ran, and I had that lately a lot. When I compare the 2 games, Hardline just feels a lot smoother. It runs a lot smoother. It just is really fast, and Battlefield somehow feels like sluggish. And when I watch the video now, I can't really see what I felt, and that's why I don't think you can call it a lag. It was more kind of like almost like a stuttering. It feels like the images were not running, I mean, presenting themselves in a smooth fashion. There was just this kind of stuttering that I felt. And, you know, it may have just been me that I just felt that, because, you know, it is a little bit different. It runs on different servers and stuff. But, you know, I still had fun. It just took me, was kind of like my warm-up game here. And you always have to get used to, even though Hardline and Battlefield 4 are basically like 90% like the same, you know, the weapons feel the same, you know, everything, the whole gameplay feels the same. The fun is the same, everything is the same. There are a few tiny differences that you have to get used to again, and once you get used to it again, you're just like fully in. And usually for me, that's like 1 or maybe 2 games where I, you know, feel like, okay, how was that again? And, you know, it hasn't been so long since I played Battlefield 4 last, but I think it has been maybe a couple of months or something. I would have to go look back at my videos and see when I play, but it feels like quite a bit of time that I played Battlefield 4 last, because I played so many single players in between, like Fallout 4 and Tomb Raider and Thief, and I don't even know what. I played, you know, games on the computer, on my Mac. You know, I still play Counter-Strike, you know, every weekend, or almost every weekend for that reason. Oh my god, a cruise missile hit me. Oh, don't you hate those things? But I sure have to say, when you play the Commander, I just almost wanted to say hacker, that's Battlefield Hardline. When you play the Commander, it sure is fun to drop those cruise missiles. It's especially fun when you can drop the cruise missiles on top of a building that's packed with snipers. Oh my god, that was my favorite thing to do. Nobody was able to get those snipers off that roof, especially in flood zone, and you just go and drop a bomb right on top of them, and you can get like 5 kills, 6 kills in a row. It's funny, I actually never played hacker in Battlefield Hardline, and it's not because I didn't have any interest in it, but it's because I never played Commander in Battlefield 4 on the Xbox. I always played it on my tablet or my iPad, because when I sit in front of my big screen and play on the console, I want to run around with a gun. I don't want to sit and kind of move things around, make decisions on what to, how to help my team and stuff like that. I rather am on the ground, actually, if that's the right way to say it. I want to be in the middle of the action and not look onto the map from top and kind of see what's going on from top, but not being really part of the action, like in the middle of the action. I don't know if this makes any sense, but unfortunately in Battlefield Hardline they never made it available for tablets, so you can only play Hacker, when you're actually on, you can only play it on the Xbox One, and that's just too unfortunate, because I would have loved to try that out, because I heard it's a lot of fun, but nah, I just don't want to play it on the console. Sorry, DICE and Visceral, you should have made that available for the iPad, but hopefully, we get Hardline 2. I really hope so, because, even though there are a lot of haters on Hardline, there were a lot of haters on Battlefield 4 for a long time, and they still kept making those games, right? At the end, there's still a ton of people playing it, a ton of people enjoying it. And every time there's a game series, the first time it's new, it's kind of like you have a lot of critics, and then after a while, people start loving it. And also, they listen to the community, they try to really improve. And it's amazing how much DICE and Visceral really try to listen to the community and make us happy. I mean, they did everything that we asked for. Like in Hardline, people said, we need more guns. And what did they do? They came out with more guns. People said, we want more maps that are like Battlefield 4, which is silly because it's not a war game. But they listened, and this new DLC feels just like Battlefield 4. The maps could be completely Battlefield 4 maps, besides maybe Diversion. But even Diversion could be a Battlefield 4 map, because it reminded me so much of Operation Locker, for example. Because, Operation Locker is a rather dark map, and it's got a lot of nooks and crannies and a lot of flanking routes. So, really no difference. So it was definitely fun to go back again in Battlefield 4 and see, how this still feels and stuff. And even though, it's still the same old maps, I didn't feel like going back to the 2 new maps, because I played too much of those lately too. But Dawnbreaker is one of my favorite maps in Battlefield 4, but believe it or not, I did not actually like this map at the beginning when this game was new. It just kind of grew on me, how it is with so many things in life. And what I noticed is it seems like there are a lot of people new to this game now, and I think that has something to do with the Origin deal, where you can play all EA games for free for a week or something like that, I believe. And obviously this was not really a deal for me, since all the EA games that I'm interested in I already own, so I didn't really have to check that out. And the games that I would have been interested in obviously are the Battlefield games. And Battlefield just never gets old for some reason, no matter what kind of Battlefield game. But have you heard about those people who keep saying that they want Battlefield 5 to be just like Battlefield 3, or they want Battlefield 5 to be just like Battlefield Bad Company 2? And it's like, if you want to play Battlefield 3 or Battlefield Bad Company 2, then go play those games. There are still active servers out there. Why would you want Battlefield 5 to be just like a game that you already own, that you've already played? I mean, isn't that boring? Don't you want something new, innovative? I mean, I don't get people who just kind of never want to change. They just want the same over and over and over. And it's like, come on, I mean, that's just so boring. And can you just imagine if you were a game developer or a game designer with a passion for your job, and your boss came up to you and he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make Battlefield 5 now. Can you just copy and paste the code? We're just gonna stick a new title on it, because that's what the fans want. You'd be like, what? I mean, you like excited, if you like a game developer, you have a passion for doing something awesome because you want to be proud of your work, you want to show off what you've done, you want to please your fans, you want to surprise your fans. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again. That would be a super boring job. And for most fans, it would be super boring. It's like, if we want the same game again, then, I'm not gonna pay $60 for something I already have been there, done that. Do you want that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, or let me know what you think about people that say things like that. I mean, it's, to me, a lot of times those comments are hilarious. I just hope that, EA is not listening to those people, because EA needs to make money and they will do anything to make money. But I hope that DICE and Visceral, whatever Battlefield game they work on, are also doing stuff that are saying, hey, we can do better than what you think we can do, and we can bring you something new and fresh and innovative. So yes, I'm really looking forward to Battlefield 5. I'm in no hurry, because I still have fun with Battlefield 4, I still have fun with Battlefield Hardline, and there are a lot of other games that we can play, so no rush on my end. But I do definitely look forward to Battlefield 5. I just really hope that they don't put in futuristic elements, because that's what Call of Duty has done, and that kind of what turned me off on Call of Duty. I was like, no, I like the nitty-gritty realism, and I don't need like sci-fi movements and moments in the Battlefield game, because I feel like, people were saying Battlefield Hardline is not a Battlefield game because it's cops and robbers instead of soldiers. But it's still a battle. It was still a great realistic battle in today's world. I don't want to like run around with a laser gun and jumpsuits and UFOs and stuff like that. I mean, no thanks. Please, guys, don't do that. But I know if they would hear me now, they'd say it's already too late, because we're already working on it, and I betcha they have already put the whole game together, not developed, but the whole storyboard, so they know exactly what's going to be in the game and what not. But of course they keep it secret, and that's fun. I mean, I want to be surprised. I don't want to already know everything about it. But let's hope that Battlefield 5 brings in a lot of good new things, and that they also bring in a lot of improvements that they had in Hardline, and look forward for a new fantastic game. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.